स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दम् कृपापूर्णम् जगत्पतिम् हरिषड्वर्गजेतारम् नित्यानन्दगुरुम् भजे स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दम्.
Mahabharata. See, such a beautiful story. It is such a wonderful story. Actually, I can't tell this in one hour or 2 hours because I can tell that all of you guys know the Mahabharata story, na? Anybody who doesn't know the story, basic story of that war, great war? I think all of you know the story. You know the story, ma? Don't know? Oh God. If you know the story, then I can just open the mystery step by step. It's a too big story to tell the story itself. Alright, just forget. Huh? Later on you read the story, then see this DVD. Maybe that only. Unless you know the story, I can't open the mysteries of step by step. See, the number 80 is a very mystical number. Very mystical. You cannot count more than 8. You cannot count more than 8 with your logic. Understand? Let me now give you the theory of numbers counting. The more the numbers you guys have started counting, the deeper the vengeance or the logic which cuts is developed in your system. In Satya Yuga, people are able to count only up to 3. And then comes the Treta Yuga. People are able to count only up to 7. Then comes Dwapara. People are able to count up to 8. When people started counting till 9, came Kali Yuga. Because the counting means the logic able to move step by step. If your thought can flow, if your 8 thought can flow towards outer world without having any break, you are materialist. Understand? 8 thoughts without you being reminded about going introvert, you are a materialist. You will be in depression. You will be in depression. 8 thought without having a self-recovery, self-healing thoughts, reminding your nature, is a hell. Whenever your 10 senses are added to this 8th thought, you are in depression, you are in difficulty. These fellows are sleeping. That's why I told, this is a very strong, subtle science. It's a very beautiful thing if you guys understand. See, as long as you don't add depression to your hardware, 10 senses, you don't have 5 senses. Please understand, you have 10 senses. Jnanendriya, Karmendriya. Jnanendriya, Karmendriya. Your tongue, when it does talking, it is a Karmendriya. When it does the tasting, it is Jnanendriya. Input 5 and actions 5. Dasa Indriyas. When your 10 Indriyas added to the mind which can count 8, you are in depression. Either you should not be able to count 8 or 10 Indriyas should not be active. If both 10 Indriyas are not active, in some of the animal things, they are saved. Your 10 Indriyas are also active and you can count 8 means you are depressed being. That is why the number 18 plays a very major role. To get enlightened, you have to break from this 18. See, when your mind which can count 8, which can continuously go for 8 thoughts extravert, touches the eyes, it creates so much of millions of thoughts related to eyes. When it touches your nose, creates millions of thoughts based on the nose. When it touches the tongue, creates millions of thoughts related to tongue. Oh, right. Yes, come. I'm talking what you asked today morning. The Mahabharata war. You have come in the right time. 18 crore soldiers means 18 crore thoughts. 18 crore thoughts. Always the thoughts will be more, the more number of thoughts will be depression oriented. That is why 11 crore joined the negative Sena. And 8 crore are only self-healing thoughts, self-recovery thoughts. You see, let me give you the description of destruction thoughts and self-healing thoughts. You get a message. Somebody has entered your home and all the money has been taken away. Now this is a destruction. The moment you hear the news, oh God, what will happen to me? Everything is lost. Oh, nothing is there, and all kinds of depression thoughts. This is depression thoughts. The thought trend which starts. Self-healing thought means even if I had what is there, even if I have 10 times more what is there, I am going to live one day and die. Tena tyaktena munjitam akrida kasya siddhana. And the person who has renounced enjoys everything. These thoughts are self-healing thoughts. You should have had some click with these self-healing thoughts, either by listening it from a master or you yourself contemplating and experiencing it. The thoughts which you heard from a living master and had click, got initiated, got the click, yes, what he said is right. Or you yourself contemplated and got initiated, got self-illumined, had the awakening of the Kundalini. Yes, right. Those thoughts are called self-healing thoughts. The self-healing thoughts are 8 crore, destructive thoughts are 11 crore. The fight starts. Understand? Arjuna is the individual consciousness who is suffering between this and that. Your laziness to fight with the negative thoughts only comes as a tamas. No. What is the need to fight with all these negative thoughts? It's okay. Let them rule. Your body is the land. Your body is the land. Your body is the land for which this 11 crore and 8 crore are fighting. Understand? 100 brothers. 100 brothers means cloning of one main thought. It's a cloning. First cloning happened on planet Earth. These are Kauravas. First cloning happened on planet Earth. It's Kauravas. Who are Pandavas? The sons of the nature. Immaculate conception. Sons of the nature. Who are the Pandavas? 5. See, one from Yama, one from Indra, and the one from the Bhima, who from whom? Vayu. And then one from the 2, actually Nagula and Sagadeva from? No, Ashwini Putras. Ashwini Putras, Ashwini Kumaras. Nagula and Sagadeva. And all these guys are the sons of nature. Sons of nature. They are this side. All the sons of nature will be always self-healing thoughts. And all this cloning of the negative thoughts will be always depression, destruction, possessiveness is the Duryodhana. The energy which fans the possessiveness and exploits is Saguni. Cunningness is Saguni. And all these fellows are gathering together with the help of 11 crore self-destructive thoughts. The problem is, whenever Arjuna, the individual consciousness, thinks, God, I have done so much of sins, I have so many negative thoughts, when am I going to finish them and conquer? You are in depression. That time only you need an enlightened master, Krishna, to tell you, don't bother. They don't have life because they are unclutched. Understand? All your negative thoughts do not have power over you because you are unclutched. That is the truth you need to learn. That is the essence of Gita. If you have done Nityanandam and know Mahabharata story, now you can understand completely. The whole scene, you can understand. One side, 11 crore negative thoughts. Naturally, an individual consciousness, when he sees 11 crore negative thoughts, what he will think? How can I become enlightened? When will I get all these guys out of me? And what is the need? After all, I am a grihi, I am an householder. It's okay. Let it be there as it is. I have responsibilities, I have duties. Why should I kill all these thoughts? I have responsibility, I can't leave this guy, I can't leave that guy. And your not having courage, your cowardness, you will blame as your commitment to your parents or family. See, a real commitment will never have any contradiction or conflict. But whenever Master says, if you say you have a commitment, be very clear, it is your tamas you are justifying. Purely your tamas you are justifying. You are just exactly in the place of Arjuna when he was in depression before the war. That is why it is called Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Arjuna Vishada Yoga. The arrows which Arjuna had, every arrow is trying to unclutch. Once if you unclutch, you have put one arrow. One fellow is gone. Once if you put once more if you unclutch, you have put one more arrow. When you are depressed and you say, no, this is not possible, why should I kill? Your cowardness justified by you as your compassion. Your cowardness expressed by you as your compassion. You fall in depression and confusion. That is the time you need Master, who will appear and tell you, no. No. You have to finish. Understand one more thing. Why then Bhishma, Drona and all are there in the negative side? This is the important thing. Sometime, just because they have been empowered, surrounded by negative thoughts, even some of your self-healing thoughts can become negative, the support to the negative thoughts. Let me give you some example. Then you will understand. I think this example may hurt you guys, somebody. It's okay. If you are caught by some technique which has helped you to grow to a certain extent, even though knowing that it is not helping you to grow any more further, those thoughts are Bhishma and Dronas. For example, you are with some guru, or you are with some technique, you are with some system of belief. After some time you understand it is not helping you to grow further. But just because it did something good to you, You are stuck with it. Those thoughts are only Bhishma, Dronas. They are equally dangerous like Duryodhana and Duschadana. Understand? They are equally dangerous like Duryodhana and Duschadana. That is what is Bhishma and Drona and Karna. All these guys. All these guys are also that only. Why Drona? Drona, who is Drona? Who taught you the archery? Means initial level guru who would have given you inspiration. But when you see the Sadguru, even he is your enemy. When you see your Sadguru, even he is your enemy. He is also equally dangerous like Shaguni and what? The Duryodhana. Who is Karna? The attitude of charity. There are people who are caught in creating the wealth making system just to do charity. That is also equally negative thought. Understand? I know many people, no, I'll make money and do charity. You are caught, you will never become enlightened. You can become a Karna. You can become Karna. But does not mean you will become enlightened. No. Maybe at the last moment, if you are given something to enlighten master itself, like how he handed over everything to Krishna, that is a possibility. Now I promoted my game. Giving money to master will give you enlightenment. Now that is what the Krishna says. That is what the story says. Means what? He takes away all the things. You see, understand, Krishna did not become rich by taking things from Karna. Can you say Krishna became rich? So master accepting something from you is not for him to become rich, to liberate you from something in which you are caught. Because Krishna, Karna was not able to die because the Dharma Devata is not allowing him to die. The punya which he did is there. So Krishna was not able to liberate Karna. So he appeared and said, what do you give me all your punyas? He just gave all the punyas and got liberated. That very moment he became enlightened. That's why we say Karna Moksha, not Karna Vada. Karna Moksha. Gamsa andal Gamsa Vada. But for Karna, Karna Moksha. It's never Karna Vada. And who is Drona? Drona is the guy who taught you logic, who taught you the spiritual inquiry. After some time, he himself may be abstraction. He is also equally dangerous. Who is Bhishma? Embodiment of your parents and elders. Past conditioning. He comes with a big, first when the moment you unclutch, the first guy will come up, who? Your conditionings. Bhishma Pitamaga. Bhishma will stand up in front of you. That is why Bhishma came to the war first. With his big, fresh, 11 crore sena. 11 crore thoughts. The parental conditioning and the conditioning from the young age, your society, whatever you respect, is Bhishma. Then, after that, who gave you the spiritual fire in the initial level? Who was encouraging you to raise to one or two frequency level? He will come, Drona. After that will come your charitable attitude, Karna. After that, your very ego will come and stand, Duryodhana. After that, you will see the enlightenment. That is the way the whole Mahabharata unreveals. That is the way the whole Mahabharata opens up. Understand? Your negative thoughts will never oppose you, come and stand in front of you without any positive front. It cannot justify itself. 11 crore depressing thoughts will not attack you without Bhishma or Drona or Karna. Beware of Bhishma, Drona and Karna, you are enlightened. If you are hypnotized or if you lose your confidence, seeing Bhishma, Drona and Karna, you are lost, gone. You are Arjuna, gone. Now, Arjuna's assistants, just see, who are all Arjuna's assistants? Dharma means morality. Even while you are doing the unclutching, have Dharma as a base. Just because you are unclutching, don't start just straight away womanizing. Don't start straight away, after all I am unclutched. Let me start using drugs. Let me start doing this. No, that is not going to work. Dharma is supposed to be a base. Next assistant who? Bhima. Courage. Strength to unclutch. Whatever happens, I am going to unclutch. I may have knee pain, I may have back pain, I may have this pain, I may have that pain. I will unclutch. That courage is a Bhima. Who are these Nagula and Sahadevas? See, the whole Mahabharata had only 3 enlightened beings. Krishna, Balarama, Sahadeva. Krishna, Balarama, Sahadeva. Sahadeva is a guy who gives you the tips from enlightened masters. Tips from enlightened masters is Sahadeva. Means reading the different biographies and books of enlightened masters. That is Sahadeva. Sahadeva is embodiment of knowledge. Embodiment of knowledge. Nagula is the embodiment of science of keeping your body till you become enlightened. Means need for little maintenance of your health through yoga, through some techniques till you become enlightened is Nagula. These are the guys who you need as an assistant. Of course, above all, the person who is sitting in your chariot and driving you, Krishna, Antaryami, enlightened master. Now, when you start the Yuddha, first, you see 11 million standing in front of you. And you see all the great, your conditioning, your parents are standing in front of you. Your elders are standing in front of you, who are teaching you from the day one what you should do and what you should not do. And next, who is standing? The guy who gave you the spiritual inspiration, he is standing. Third, all your charitable attitudes, they are standing. What will you do now? Saguni, Duryodhana, all the fellows are hiding behind. Understand? All the fellows are hiding behind. They are all not in the front. And now starts the Yuddha. The moment you see the whole thing, oh God, 11 crore, what will I do? You will tell, no, Krishna, I don't need, no. You tell whatever you want. I am going, no. I am disappearing. Even if I beg and eat, that's okay. But I don't want to be in all this drama. No. But Krishna says, fool. Whether you kill these 11 crore thoughts or not, they don't have life, they are dead. That is what Krishna says. Whether you kill them or not, they are dead already. You just take your arrow and act as if you are killing. You just unclutch a few times. They are not there. It is your fear which is giving power to those 11 crore people. It is your fear which is giving power to 11 crore people. This fool never bothered to look at the 8 crore people who are standing behind him. Self-healing thoughts. Never bothered to see that. That is what I always tell people. You clutch only the negativity and see. You never clutch the positivity and see. You never clutch the positivity and see. Clutch only negativity and see. That's the first step. Finally, after all the teachings, even then when you are not convinced, then Master gives you energy darshan and gives you the darshan. An experience. All right, fool, you are not understanding the intellectual things. Now at least see who is talking to you. All those things. Then you get shaken up. Oh God. Then you see, Master is the embodiment of all the negative and positive and beyond everything. Beyond everything. Vishwarupa. You get the courage. Yes. After all, I will not be lost. You get the courage and take your Gandiva. Understand, that is another important word. The word Gandiva means which cannot be taken away. Understand, Gandiva means in Sanskrit which cannot be taken away. The unclutching is the technique which can never be taken away from you. Any mantra can be taken away from you. Unclutching can be never taken away because it's your very nature. It's your very nature. All you need to do is unclutch, unclutch, unclutch. Suddenly you will see in 10 days Bhishma dies. Means all your conditioning disappears. The parental conditionings disappears. And few crores of thoughts are disappeared. The parental conditioning disappearing is something like a big success. Now understand, parental conditioning will never die because the language which you learned will never die till you leave the body. That is why Bhishma was never dead. He is lying there in a corner. He can't be active. That's all. Understand? He can't be active. He is no more. He will not attack you anymore. But he will be there in one corner. He will be there in one corner. That is the Bhishma. So all the things which was attacking you from your parental conditioning will lose its power and it will be lying in one corner. It will be lying in one corner. Till you leave this body, the inner chattering or the genetical development, genetical structure of your parents will be there on you. That is what? That body lying down. But it will not have the negative qualities which it is having now. Beautiful story. I'll end up with this story. Maybe I'll continue the Mahabharata later on. Because still few guys are sleeping. Mahabharata war is over and Bhishma is lying on the arrow bed of arrows, and all the Dharmaraja and Yudhishthira, Arjuna and everybody is going there to ask for his blessing to get coronated, and Bhishma gives a beautiful teaching lying on the arrow bed how to rule the country. Then Draupadi was not able to bear. She comes out and tells, Father, why don't you keep quiet? I feel so dirty to listen your words. You talk all these tall things, but what happened to you? When my cloth was full, when I was abused in public stage, what happened to your dharma? Come on, answer me. Bhishma says, that time I was not able to talk, I did not have any intelligence because I ate the food of Duryodhana. Ashraya dosha. Understand? Whoever pays you, their quality will be on your head. Blessed are those who work under enlightened master. Blessed are those for whom boss is also master. Whoever pays you, their quality will be on your head. Whether you believe it or not, unconsciously you will be imbibing their quality. You will be imbibing their quality. And beautifully, Bhishma says, I ate his food. Ashraya dosha. So, my intelligence never worked. So, if your parental conditioning is being enriched by your depressing thoughts, or it is bringing more and more depressing thoughts means you are eating ashraya dosha food. Your intelligence will not work when you have a problem. When you have a problem. Then Bhishma says, now because of the Arjuna's arrows, because constantly individual consciousness is unclutched, I lost all that blood. The ashraya dosa blood has gone. If you constantly unclutch from your parental conditioning, the thoughts which are enriching your parental conditioning will leave you. You will see dharma comes out of your own parental conditioning. Your parental conditioning can put you in depression if you are enriched by negative thoughts constantly. If constantly you use unclutching, the same parental conditioning can help you to maintain your dharma, teach you dharma. That is what is the story of Bhishma. Bhishma is the parental conditioning. And he says, all that negative blood has left my body. That is why now I am able to tell you what to do and what not to do. Parental conditioning will fall, will lose its negativity, and it will be there only to guide you and help you by 10th day of unclutching, continuously unclutching. Then will appear your all the chota spiritual knowledge or logic which you read, the intellectual stuff about spirituality, which has not become enlightenment, but which is stopping you to surrender to enlightened master. You are there only. You are caught with Drona. The guys who had some spiritual reading, spiritual knowledge, but now the same knowledge is standing in front of you, you are not able to surrender to the living master. You are there. That is what is Drona. Your own Acharya is standing in front of you. What will you do? Let's see tomorrow.